From the heart of Broadway, across the nation and around the world, it's The Late Show with David Letterman. Tonight, Johnny Depp and music from Joseph Arthur. Plus Paul Schaefer and the CBS Orchestra. I'm Alan Calder. And now, your hype guy for the evening, David Letterman.
By the way, oh, come on. I blame the electrician. Welcome to the program tonight, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, before I start telling these jokes, I'd like to remind you that they are part of my spring collection. I hope you enjoy them. Everybody's very excited about the beginning of the baseball season. Doesn't it always just make you feel better that we got baseball going on again? I mean, that's just part of... Now, the Yankees are not doing so well, off to a rough start. They're 0-2. And here's what I've heard, that Alex Rodriguez, who's no longer a Yankee, but watches the games, he sits at home at night watching the games and injects himself with dip. Oh, here's, and by God, my heart goes out to this person. You know what a court reporter or a court stenographer is? Yeah. They're in the movies. It's always somebody.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
And then periodically the judge will say, "Will you read that back, please?" And well, Larry went downstairs for a cucumber, and it's like that. One of these guys, court, whatever they call him, stenographer, they looked at the transcript and it was, "I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job."
True, it's hilarious.
And so they had to fire the guy. Mm-hmm. Well, mission accomplished. There you go, sir. Right. Now that hell, I get that kind of stuff from the writers every day. I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job. No. But I hate to hear this. I don't personally suffer from allergies. I don't think I do. Maybe I'm in denial. I don't know. I hate to think that I'm an allergy sufferer. And here's why. Are you with me on that?
Yeah.
Because those are the kind of people you'd find in the balcony. Am I right? All right, stop it. They say that this will be the worst allergy season ever.
No.
Yep. Take a look at this announcement.
Actually, there is no hope for allergy sufferers. That's right. No decongestant, saline spray, antihistamine, acupuncture treatment, vitamin supplement, steam shower, herbal tea, neti pot, nasal corticosteroid, probiotic, or HEPA filter will do a damn thing. A message from the American Allergy Association.
The AAA, American Allergy Association. Speaking of allergies, ladies and gentlemen, here's a new segment. We call this Allergy Sufferer of the Night. Let me try it again.
I think you should.
Allergy Sufferer of the Night. Watch this. was on the show last
Oh,
night.
phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal.
By the way, Noah's an enormous hit. It's a blockbuster. I hope you go see it. If you love biblical stories. Do you love biblical stories?
Who doesn't?
Go see it. We have a preview of the Noah film. Take a look at this preview. Watch.
Paramount Pictures presents one of the greatest stories of all time, reimagined as you've never seen it before. Noah, starring Russell Crowe, Jennifer Connelly, Emma Watson, and Matt Damon as the animals. Noah, now playing at theaters everywhere.
Oh, golly. Help me out here. It's kind of a quandary, kind of a dilemma. Is it too soon to hit on Mrs. Putin?
Can't say that. You
Is
can't
it?
say that.
You can call her.
Yes, but you shouldn't even say that.
Well, evil Russian President Vladimir Putin and his wife have divorced.
Yep.
And they say it was amicable, and it must be because she's still alive. But I feel sorry for the kids, Nancy, Tina, and Frank Jr.
Yes, because
It doesn't make any difference. But Vladimir Putin, the important thing to remember now is he's single. Yes, single. Take a look at what Vladimir Putin is doing now that he's a single man.
Coming in April, 25 beautiful women try for their one chance at love, but only one will get to marry the man of her dreams.
He's hot.
He's powerful. He's charismatic.
So cute. Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
He's The Bachelor, only on ABC.
That's right. Well, Chris Christie, what a guy, and what a guy again. He allegedly closes down the George Washington Bridge. Everybody goes crazy. There's investigations, there's subpoenas, and he says, I'll handle this. I'm going to investigate myself. So he investigates himself.
Yep.
He finds out that he, in fact, is innocent.
right.
He came up with a classic defense. If the pants don't fit, you must acquit.
Okay. All right.
That's all I know about that.
Okay.
And how about Obamacare?
Oh.
Doing much better. 7 million people have now signed up for Obamacare. And the news... that means, of course, it's time for my song.
I'm sorry. Sorry I started the whole
That's
thing.
fine. I wish I had a song. But anyway, Obamacare, 7 million people have signed up, but the news just keeps getting better and better. Take a look at this.
The Department of Health and Human Services thanks Americans for complying with the Affordable Care Act and signing up for health insurance coverage. Now that most all Americans have health insurance, it is acceptable to greet strangers with a kiss on the lips. The Department of Health and Human Services, now open until midnight.
And now it's time for my song. Ladies and gentlemen, there's Paul Schaefer.
Thanks, everybody. Here we go.
Oh, guess who's on the program tonight? It was my idea. Johnny Depp is here, everybody. We'll be right back.
We're ready to go with Johnny Depp. Good news. The moon now has free Wi-Fi. Password is Lunar1. The Late Show, sponsored by Macy's.
Thank you so much. It's Paul Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thank you, Paul. Let me just say one thing about Paul Schaefer and the band. You know them and you love them.
Always did.
Because
Yes.
you know them and love them.
Because you know them. Because you know them and love them, you know them and love them.
Exactly right.
That's my kind of logic.
A week from today, I think. What is the date today? Is today the 4th?
Yeah.
So I guess.
No, the 3rd. Today's the 3rd.
3rd. So about a week from today, maybe 9 days from today.
Okay.
What is 12 minus 3?
Oh, you're trusting me now?
9 days.
Yeah.
Roughly a week. Some weeks feel longer. I'll be celebrating my birthday. Thank you very much. I will be 67 years old.
6'7".
67 years old.
6'7", we say in show business. You'll be 6'7". Wow.
Now, the only reason I bring this up, well, there's many reasons, but a reason for bringing this up is when Paul and I started together doing this show, and then we used to have another show at another network over there at NBC.
Yeah.
I was 34.
34.
So if you figure that up, roughly, I have spent half my time behind this desk.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And more importantly,
Yeah.
no, come on.
But it is fantastic. That kind of a... I mean, you don't know... Nobody does that. Nobody does that.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, you've been there.
I
More
was
importantly, that means I spent half my life in makeup.
Well, that's... Listen. Somebody cares.
Yeah.
That's all.
And talking to lovely actresses.
Yeah.
Here at CBS, Paul and I have done 4,014 shows. 4,014 shows.
4014. That's here at CBS.
Here at CBS.
Yes.
I'm begging you to stop applauding every single entry in this list.
Until, yes.
You're going to be exhausted.
Please withhold. You're
Yes.
saying please withhold. You're...
When we were at NBC, we did 1,810 shows.
Okay.
You know what that is? That's
No.
a total of, well, you count the morning show,
How many morning shows were there?
90.
Okay.
So that brings a total of shows that Paul and I have done together for 34 years. Well, and then we did for 4 years, Paul and I had a very popular show in Ecuador.
Well, that was... Yeah. But that, we don't talk about that.
No, we don't.
Because there were certain things
Yeah.
you can't refer to.
No. And then you were not part of the morning show.
I
were
wasn't
you?
on the morning
And
show.
why is that?
Couldn't get up that early.
Couldn't get up that early.
That's not the point of what you were
That's
trying
not
to
the
say.
point, no.
What were you...
So anyway, what this represents in 34 years, 5,914 shows, almost 6,000 shows,
Yes,
ladies and
that's
gentlemen.
right. It's fantastic.
Now, people are saying, well, why are you bringing this up? The question I get a lot from people on the street, they come up to me and they say, Kathy Lee,
I know.
how much
I know
longer?
I know they do.
How much longer do you think you can be doing this?
People are saying that?
Yeah, they say that to me all the time. They've been saying it to me for a long, long time.
Gee.
And I said, when this show stops being fun, I will retire 10 years later. That's what I say.
Good.
But you can't help but think about the passage of time. It happens to all of us. It's the way of life. And now I'm going to tell you a little story. Okay. Last autumn, my son and I, Harry, were out fishing. And we're out on a reservoir, and it's a beautiful autumn day, and we're not catching anything, but that's not the point. You know, when you're out fishing with your son, it's just there you are having a nice day. And suddenly we hear the thundering flap of wings of an enormous bird, and it sounds like, holy God, something prehistoric is coming down. It could be a raptor. Even worse, it could be some kind of pecker. I don't... Again, what? I don't know. Anyway, so my son loves birds, and he has his camera with him, and he says, here, row the boat over there, let me get a shot of the bird. Okay, so here, I don't know if I showed this at the time, but there's the bird. Look at that. Look at that animal right there.
It's beautiful, yeah.
Yep. So now, this was on the weekend, so Monday I come to work, and I'm very excited because Harry and I are hopeful that this is a golden eagle, because while there are golden eagles in this area, they're quite rare. But they do exist here. Okay. So we're now thinking we've really spotted something exotic.
Sure.
So Monday morning, I come to work and I start talking to my various staff members, and I have one call a bird place in Washington. I have one of them call up the Audubon Society. I call my friends in Montana. We email them this picture, and now we're spending quite a considerable amount of time trying to identify the bird.
Yeah.
Some people say, oh, absolutely, it's a golden. Other people are saying, no, it's an immature bald eagle. And this goes on and on and on. And finally, at the end of the day, we realize that what we have there is a robin. No, that's another.
Well,
no, that's.
No, go ahead.
That's a joke.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I get home that night, and I'm talking to my wife, Regina, and she said, well, how was work? And I said, oh, well, we think we identified the bird. Yeah. We called the Audubon Society. I called our friends in Montana, and some think it's a golden eagle, some think it's an immature bald eagle, but we finally came to the conclusion, in fact, it's an immature bald eagle. And she says, that's great. Who was on the show? I said, I don't remember. So that's when I started thinking in terms of how long does a guy want to do a TV show? If you spend most of your day trying to ID birds, should you really be running a network television program?
Well.
So I said to my son, Harry, 2 months ago or so, I said, you know the cliche when somebody retires, well, spend more time with my family.
Right.
And it's a lovely sentiment, but you know, it is such a cliche that it almost makes you laugh. So I was goofing around with Harry, and I said, Harry, what if I retire? Why would you retire? And I said, well, because then I would be able to spend more time with the family. And Harry looked at me and said, which part of the family? So, with that vote of confidence, earlier today, the man who owns this network, Leslie Moonves, he and I have had a relationship for years and years and years. And we've had this conversation in the past, and we agreed that we would work together on this circumstance and the timing of this circumstance. And I phoned him just before the program, and I said, Leslie, it's been great. You've been great. The network has been great, but I'm retiring.
This is really?
Yep.
This is true. This is, you actually did this?
Yes, I did. Wow.
Well, do I have a minute to call my accountant? Because
So I just want to reiterate my thanks and for the support from the network, all of the people who have worked here, all of the people in the theater, all the people on the staff, everybody at home. Thank you very much. And what this means now is that Paul and I can be married. So we don't have the timing of this precisely down. It will be, I think, at least a year or so, but sometime in the not too distant future, 2015, for the love of God. Yeah, in fact, Paul and I will be wrapping things up and taking a hike. Thank you. Thanks to everybody.
Thanks for the gal. Thanks to the gal. Thanks to Dave.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll be right back with Johnny Depp. Thank you very much.
Excellent. What's going on over there?
I'm now being told by the staff that I just announced my retirement.
Well, what got into you?
I don't know what is going on here.
This is nuts.
Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor. Welcome our good friend Todd, the Late Show intern. Come on up, Todd. Todd, thank you very much. And I just want to say you represent the best of what our internship offers and what we attract as young men and women. How long have you been with the Late Show as an intern?
I've been interning since 2009.
Well, we appreciate all you've done for us.
No problem.
Now, Todd, tell the folks where you were this weekend, and I was also there. Tell them all about it.
This past weekend, I was in Florida for the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg, beautiful, beautiful town.
Great.
Beautiful area, beautiful event. And, you know, my racing team represented there, Ray Hall, Letterman, Lanigan. Did you meet any of those people?
Oh,
there?
yeah, I was hanging out with them all day.
And we're very proud because this year was sponsored by the National Guard. It's a tremendous organization, and we really, really want to do well for the National Guard because they have done well for this country. Now, you have a little tape of your time there in St. Petersburg?
Yep, we
Now,
shot.
do you know anything about automobile racing?
I do now.
Okay. Kind of gets in your blood a little bit.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Todd, the intern, now down there in St. Petersburg at the Firestone Grand Prix. Let's take a look.
Hi, this is Todd at the Firestone. Hi, this is Todd at the Firestone Grand Prix of St. Petersburg. Let's do this! Are you guys excited for the Grand Prix today?
Yeah, very excited for the Grand Prix today.
Who's favorite in this year's Grand Prix?
You know that's not how you pronounce it, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Grand Prix.
You got it.
Well, I think you are a bit of a pricks.
I'm sorry? Graham, it's so awesome that you guys are sponsored by the National Guard. I actually myself have been thinking about joining. What do you think?
I think you have to beef up a little.
Is that 15?
That was pathetic.
Show me as fast as you can do it. Oh, man. All right. What's... It's on. It's stuck. All right. Oriole, let's have some fun with this rental car. I don't want to go to jail.
What do you got here?
That's a hammer.
No, that would be a Phillips head hammer.
Okay. So I'm wearing a shirt of your competition. Does this bother you?
I don't love it.
So what's a good pre-race meal? So what's the last thing you bought at Target?
Electric toothbrush.
Correct. Can you do an impression of your car? Blue Springs.
Used to have a ranch out there in Blue Springs, didn't you? Nice.
Do you think that I could ever be an IndyCar driver?
Are you old enough to drive? Wow, you got dressed up for your driver's license photo.
Yeah, my mom made me.
That's what moms do.
Have you ever urinated in your suit during a race?
Oh yeah, that's the first thing I do. Like when I get to grid, I'm just like.
That's the first thing you do?
Yeah.
Now, Bobby, you won the Indianapolis 500 in 1986.
Right.
Let's do it. Go. Crankshaft.
Haven't you ever been to a dentist? Well, then now you recognize
All
it.
right.
Yeah. All right, good. You're good to go, Todd. Get
All
in the
right.
car.
Checkered flag, and the win at St. Petersburg goes to Will Power.
Will, we did it, man. Oh, you're soaking wet, man.
That's you know what that is, don't you?
Congratulations.
Todd, ladies and gentlemen, the Firestone is running bricks down there in Florida. The National Guard team. Hey, listen, thank you very much, Todd. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Keep up the good work with your internship. We'll be right back with Johnny Depp, everybody. First guest is a three-time Academy Award-nominated actor starring in a new film entitled Transcendence, which opens April 18th. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program, Johnny Depp. Nice to have you with us.
It's nice to be back. Thank you very much for having me.
Every now and then, people will come to my office, and I've asked them not to do that, and they will say, Dave, who should we have on the show? And I said, well, Johnny Depp. It's always my idea. And thank you very much for being here. You just came back from China recently?
I did, yeah, last night.
How many times have you been to China? Often?
That was it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, here's my impression. I have seen films shot in Beijing and other major cities of China, and I'm stunned at how big and urban and Western they seem to appear. Is that your experience?
No question about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got, everything, it's all there.
Yeah, and the other thing is, if I were to go to China, I'm sure that I would be abducted and never seen again. Now,
is that China or is that?
Yes, no, it's more me. It's all on me. It's not China. It's all me.
Well, I'll go with you.
But do you get the sense that you're in the bar having a drink and your swizzle stick's got a microphone in it? Do you get that feeling?
I get that feeling every day. It doesn't matter.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any difference.
Yeah. There's a lot of weepers. You have a lot of weepers back there.
What are you talking about?
Well, apparently you've just announced your retirement.
Yes, I'm being told that happened moments ago.
Yeah, I witnessed it.
Yeah,
I saw it.
I think I had one of those TIAs.
Well
I don't
done.
remember anything about it.
Well done. There's a lot of weepers back there. I myself was on the verge.
No, please try to hold it together.
Oh, it's only because I had planned to announce my retirement.
Oh, darn.
Here.
What a night that would have been.
And now that's ruined because no one cares.
Tell me something about the kids. How are the kids doing?
Kids are doing great. They're really great.
How old are they now?
My boy's just about to turn 12, Jack, and my girl Lily Rose is about to turn 15.
Tell me about the 12-year-old. I'm asking selfishly because my son is 10, and before you know it, he'll be 12 and beyond.
Boys.
What is a 12-year-old boy?
They're just cool. They're just easy.
Yeah.
They really are. I mean, little girls are wonderful things. And then they turn 15.
Uh-huh.
You know, then they get up to like 15, and you know, they wear clothes to school that
shocking. Now,
I'm so I want to be on an opium drip for the rest of my days. I really do. I just want to lie there and drool and nod. I really do.
Now, is there...
Hence my retirement.
I understand what you're talking about. Maybe they want to wear something to school that you perhaps find inappropriate. Now, is there an intervention? Because whenever I try to intervene, whenever my son wants to wear something scanty to class... It's always a no-go. Do you have that same problem with the girls?
I really do.
Yeah.
I really do. I had to even bring in sort of outside troops, you know, other opinions from people that might appear a little scary to her. Alice Cooper, who's a friend.
There you go. Well, that's good. Yeah, let me have his number before you get out of here. We'll be right back with Johnny Depp, everybody.
Get back here tomorrow for Dave and Billy Crystal, Tony Hale, and Liv Warfield. During the month of April, The Late Show is participating in Light It Up Blue, a global program to promote autism awareness. Look for buildings and landmarks lit up blue and visit autismspeaks.org for more information. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Paul. Johnny Depp is here. I know this. I haven't seen it, but I know it ahead of time, and now I see it, that you're wearing you have an engagement ring.
I do. I have a female engagement ring on my finger.
But you're getting married.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not typical for a man to wear an engagement ring, is it?
No. It was too big for my girl.
Really?
Yeah.
So the woman who's been on the show, by the way.
Amber, yeah.
Oh, lovely. We have a picture. I think this is her and her father, for heaven's sakes. How do you get along with her father?
Great.
Yeah?
He's about the closest thing to Hunter S. Thompson I've ever met.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
so there you go. Birds of a feather.
We get along well.
Yeah. So you go out, and nobody knows anybody's finger size, do they?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's a big fallacy.
Yeah. So the ring is too large for her, but it fit you perfectly.
Yeah, so I put it on. She has the other one that fits.
She has one that fits, and you have the other. Yeah. Well, that's nice. I mean, and I bet you get a lot of comment.
Actually, I don't. I think people are scared to comment.
Yeah. Might be.
Why? Why is a grown man wearing a woman's engagement ring?
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Because it's fit.
No, that's fine, yeah. What is this picture? This is you. How old are you in this picture here?
Oh, wow. I was about 20. I think I was 20 years old there.
And that's from...
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at the hair on that kid, for God's sake. Now, speaking of kids, what kind of kid were you? I mean, you knew early on you wanted to be an actor because early on you were an actor. But was there trouble? Let me just ask you this. Were you ever arrested as a kid? That's the way you tell.
I was arrested a few times. Accidentally.
Accidentally?
Accidentally.
What are those accidental arrests?
Wrong place at the wrong time.
And it was an arrest whereby Mom and Dad come down and get you, or you actually stayed in the...
I stayed in.
Oh, you stayed in?
Yeah.
How long were you in?
Once I was in for a couple of days, you know, in the sort of... in the system, in a holding cell for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Unpleasant.
Yeah.
But I've seen worse.
Yeah. Was it, again, none of my business, although we could certainly look it up as a public record. But was it, was it, alcohol related?
I don't think so.
All right, I'll just go look it up. This movie, Transcendence, oh my God, and here you go, and by the way, we're not far away from this. artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
It's right there, and it's going to be the next huge breakthrough, and hopefully it will be a way to save mankind. Tell people about this movie.
Really? Well, you got me there. I'm stumped. Well, it's a good movie. You should, I have not seen it myself, but I hear good things.
You are at the forefront. You are avant-garde of a development. You have developed a machine, a computer, PIN.
That is correct.
That is capable, has encompassed all human emotional possibilities.
It can, yes, you can upload your human consciousness. You can upload human
That's
consciousness
right.
to this
Yes.
this machine, and you know, kind of frighteningly, but also, I mean, possibly in a positive way. We're not all that far from that kind of intelligence.
Having made the film, do you have any insight? How close are we? I bet it's actually not as far away as we think.
Not so far,
Yeah.
in fact. Yeah. So one day in 15, 20, 100 years, I could be you know, if I upload my consciousness into this computer someday, I could probably just end up being a slot machine somewhere, you know. Somebody puts a quarter in and I talk to them.
That's good news. That's good news for mankind, isn't it? Let's take a look at a clip here, Mr. Depp. What are we going to see? The film opens April 18th. You know what we're looking at here?
This is something from the film Transcendence.
Take a look.
Welcome. We're glad you're here.
Well?
You surprised to see me, Joseph?
That depends.
On what?
Can you prove you're self-aware?
That's a difficult question, Dr. Taggart. Can you prove that you are?
See? There you go. Transcendence. Johnny Depp. God bless you, my friend. Always a pleasure.
What a great pleasure.
Good luck to your family. Say hello to your fiance. We'll be right back with Joseph Arthur, everybody. Thank you, Paul.
Sure, Dave. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Paul. I'm just making myself a note here to call the jacket company and cancel the Christmas order.
Yeah. You won't need those.
Yeah, no. Our next guest is a gifted musician whose forthcoming album is a tribute to the late, great Lou Reed.
Oh,
it's
that's great.
entitled Lou. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with guests Mike Mills and Peter Buck of REM, Joseph Arthur. Gentlemen, take it away.
Holly came from Miami, FLA. Hitchhiked away across the USA. Plucked her eyebrows on the way. Shaved her legs and then here was a she. She said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey honey, take a walk on the wild side. Candy came from out on the island. In the back room she was everybody's darling, but she never lost her head. Even when she was giving head, she said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. Color girls go Little Joe never once gave it away. Everybody had to pay and pay. A hustle here, a hustle there. New York City is the place where they said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey Joe, take a walk on the wild side. Sugar Plum Fairy came and hit the streets, looking for soul food and a place to eat. Went to the Apollo, should have seen them go, go, go. They say, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. Jackie is just speeding away. Thought she was James Dean for a day. Then I guess she had to crash. Valium would have helped that passion. Said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey honey, take a walk on the wild side. Girls say,
goodness. That was lovely. Beautiful. Lovely. Thank you very much. Peter, nice to see you again. Joseph, thank you very much. That was lovely. Mike, fantastic. How about this, ladies and gentlemen? That was something. Joseph Arthur. Good night, and good night to Lou. Thank you all for being with us.
Now, stay tuned for Craig Ferguson. This is Alan Calder speaking. Good night, everybody.
God, that's tasty.